Q Fitness. So we're just going through a few client FAQs. Yeah, Jake back to his annoying self Monday, just what we need.
Full of energy again.
Full of energy, makes a change.
No alcohol this weekend, pal.
Actually trained for once this morning.
I know, I actually trained on a Monday. Do you know how rare that is? I'm full of the games this morning, so we're going to get an epic live done. Epic live. But we're logged on for another client FAQ and some of the questions we've been asked over the past couple of weeks. We'll give you some knowledge bombs, then hopefully you can take some of it and employ it into your day-to-day life. So what's the first question?
Right, the first one is, why is it hard to lose fat but easy to gain it?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Okay, so we're going to go a bit scientific-y here. So biologically, we're not designed to go without. Imagine you're a caveman and you've gone 14 days without eating. Yeah, exactly. You've gone 14 days without food. Your body's main function is to keep you alive. The trouble we have in like the West and England specifically is we have access to absolutely tons and tons of food. We're never within 2 minutes or a 3-minute radius of not having food. So the body's very clever. So because it doesn't want to go without, it's very, very easy to store, which is why it's very easy to overeat and gain fat, but it's an absolute bugger to lose fat because we're just not designed to go without. We're designed to store as much as we can, and that's why. What's the second question?
Why do some people seem to eat a lot but never gain weight?
It's this, man. 3,000 plus calories a day, man. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so yeah, this is sort of in my territory. It's one for it's non-exercise related activity. So if you're eating a lot of calories and not putting on any weight, it's because you're moving more than you think you are. Yeah, myself included. I struggled when I was doing a bulk phase to put on size. Jake was very infuriated at that point, but it's because I do a lot more outside of the gym than what we realise. So I play football twice a week. I go out for a run and stuff like that. So all that is extra calorie burn that you might not sort of like account for. I'm always active and on my feet, doing 10,000 plus steps a day, that sort of thing. So it's all calorie burn, which is then obviously going to cause you to burn through those calories and not gain any weight.
So I'll blink it back to, like, you know when you see a building, they're like, how the hell is he eating that sandwich and pasty but never gaining weight? And that's because that person is moving all day long, and you cannot expect to match the calorie requirements of someone who moves all day, does 20,000 steps a day. If you only sit there for 8 hours and go to the gym and sit on a bike for 30 minutes, your energy requirements are different, and that's why you have to tailor it based on where you're at. And that's why they seem to be eating a lot, but you know, you can't. That's because they're moving a lot more than you are. So the way to think about it is the more NEAT you do, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, the more you're going to be able to eat, but also the quicker you're going to accelerate your fat loss because you're going to be burning extra calories off. What's the third question?
Alright, we've got, why can I never seem to lose, I just asked one.
What's that?
Why can I never seem to lose weight?
Why can you never seem to lose weight? Right, cool, so that's fine. That's because you're eating the calorie surplus. It's pretty simple. Basic thermodynamics. There's maybe 0.5% of the population that have like kind of genetic things or certain medical conditions that prevent them losing weight. But I'm going to use the analogy again. If I dropped you in the jungle and you had nothing with you and you couldn't fend for yourself and you didn't eat for 3 weeks, you're going to lose fat. You're going to lose fat.
It's all a balancing act. So you eat less, exercise more. It's simple as that, simple formula.
If you're not losing weight in the West, you're either not moving enough to burn off the calories you're eating, or you've not reduced the calorie intake enough. You're in a calorie surplus somewhere. It's that simple. If you were in the jungle and you had nothing to eat, you'd be 4 stone thinner by the time I came and rescued you in 3 weeks.
Okay, so fourth question. Will eating a lot of sugar make me fat?
It's obviously going to be more your snacks and stuff like that, and the bad food choices that are going to be that. So they're going to be more calorie dense. But at the end of the day, it goes back to that simple word of calorie deficit. You can eat sugar but remain in a calorie deficit. But obviously, when you're eating the sugary foods, you're going to have more craving for the carbs because you want to lead you to want to snack more, and obviously, likelihood is you're going to put you in a calorie surplus. So it's all down to calorie deficit. If you can eat sugar and stay in a calorie deficit, you're going to lose weight at the end of the day.
Pretty simple. Just remember your protein. What was the fourth?
Fifth question. Will reducing fat from my diet get me leaner?
No, it will not. Okay, the trouble you have with fat is it's very nutrient dense. and it's in absolutely everything. So per gram of fat, there's 9 calories. So it's very easy to overconsume fat and put yourself in a calorie surplus. But from like a human function perspective, fat is really important for your basic human functions. So from that perspective, no, because like I said, ultimately if you're in a calorie surplus, you're going to be gaining weight. It's just going to be easier if you're eating a lot of fat to go into a calorie surplus. Like if you see an overweight dog, like you don't say, oh, has he had too much fat? He's just been eating too much food and not gone for enough walks. It's pretty simple. You don't think about the split. You know, fat will make it easier for you to go in a calorie surplus, but it's not going to be fat specifically that makes you gain weight. Keep thinking about the fat dog. You just feed him less food and take him for walks, and that's all you've got to think about, guys. All right, awesome. That's it for today. Nice and informative. No call to actions. We're going to be back at 11ish on Friday. I know our timekeeper's not fantastic. Jake's going to be going live, or I'm going to be going live a little bit more in the evenings this week, and we're going to start posting up some informative but absolutely necessary Instagram videos just to stop you messing yourself up and show you the right course of action, guys. Can I sit today? Thank you, guys.